technology incubator. Kathleen's been interested for a while now in clean energy, but is now turning her attention also to the automotive space, to transportation, because it has a connection to clean energy. And she has organized this afternoon a startup showcase, a showcase of several startups and judges, and I'll turn it over to her so she can introduce what's going to go on.
Thank you, Todd. I'm going to actually use the podium for a minute. So as Todd mentioned, I'm with the Austin Technology Incubator. The Austin Technology Incubator is the startup incubator of the University of Texas at Austin. We've been in operation continuously for about 30 years, making us the longest running incubator in the country. There are, of course, now many incubators in Austin, but we very much focus on deep technology companies, and we help them raise a Series A round, so usually $2 to $5 million. We wrap a business around a technology very often. So what we've done in partnership with this conference is actually bring 8 fantastic startups, not just from Austin, but from around the country. One is even international from Canada. We're very excited about that. To the conference today for you guys to get to know them, for them to get to know you, and for you to see what's up and coming in this industry very broadly speaking. So this is not just about wireless communication technology. It's very much about that as well, but it's also about the business models that will enable those solutions to come to market. So I want to first thank our judges, who hopefully have made it into the room by now. But we have Bob Metcalf also from UT, Roger Keene from NXP, Rachel Charlesworth from Movil, Eric Thorne from SWRI, the Southwest Research Institute, and Natalia Ruiz from UT Austin. So we have experts circulating, talking to the startups, and we also want you circulating and talking to the startups. And you might be offering money or advice or connections, but all of those things are important. They want to get to know you. So with no further ado, I'm going to offer for each of them to come up and talk for just 1 minute. There's also a handout summarizing the startups outside that you can check out, and then the startups themselves will be available to talk to you and answer questions during the break. So this is a rapid fire intro, but you definitely have plenty of time to get to know everybody after this. Okay, Acerta.
Thanks. Hi. I'm Jean-Christophe Petkovich, founder and CTO of Acerta. As I'm sure you know, cars are extremely complicated machines comprising hundreds of computers and sensors that run millions of lines of code. These sensors collect an enormous amount of data, and for the first time, automotive manufacturers and their customers are collecting and analyzing this information. Acerta is an analysis platform for vehicle data. It automatically learns the patterns and relationships to connect the dots and detect anomalies. It reduces these anomalies to a small handful of signals that our customers can understand and respond to. And alongside our partners, Renesas, Polysync, and QNX, we're going to be presenting our analysis on self-driving vehicles for the first time this year at the Consumer Electronics Show. Acerta, we're the most dynamic machine learning platform for vehicle data.
Good afternoon. I'm David Shaw with the Stroppy. So while the supply of spectrum is finite, the demand for it is unlimited. That's why the network operators spent over $44 billion at the most recent auction. We address communication channels that are capacity constrained, power constrained, and susceptible to increasing amounts of interference, which is why we're here. That's IoT, wireless, satellite defense, all of them. They're interested in our ability to pack more information in the channel and increase and optimize the waveform design space. And we're doing it with what we call, well, by the way, we can do that 4x or more, a minimum of 4x or more. We're doing it with what we call spiral modulation using continuously time-varying amplitude. Continuously time-varying amplitude. That's never been done before. There's not any prior art on it. We have over 40 patents issued or pending among 10 different patent families. We've raised a little over $2 million. If you'd like to learn more, I'll be out.
Civic Smart allows cities to better monetize their on-street parking in the near term while also providing, sorry, my notes just went blank on me, while also providing a sensor-driven environment that supports autonomous vehicle adoption. Cities have limited real-time on-street data, and our patented sensors solve this with occupancy data that's over 99% accurate which is a step function above previous sensors that have been deployed in the marketplace. Immediate revenue-generating use cases justify the municipal investment, such as zeroing out meter time and directing enforcement staff appropriately. For motorists, real-time parking information means reduced congestion, reduced CO2 emissions, and reduced frustration. For autonomous vehicles, Civic Smart sensors relay information on where vehicles can stop and park legally. Additionally, we've developed a chip to embed in parking autonomous vehicle only, electric vehicle only, or handicap parking only spaces. With over 2,000 cities using our products today and over 8,000 sensors deployed, Civic Smart is poised to support smart cities globally. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Doug Harless, and my partner, Christy Zook. And Christy is one of the founders of Fathom. I'm just a peddler. Peddlers don't talk for just a minute, but I'll try. Our system is a solution, an IoT solution, an end-to-end solution. That means we build sensors, or we use and integrate your sensors. We build sensors, capture data on very inexpensive data capture devices, send that data to the cloud. We work with Microsoft Azure. Fathom software runs in the cloud. We do analytics or pre-analysis of data that we then create visual displays which are comfortable for you. They're very easy for us to manage and create displays. We form alerts if you have violated one of the rules that you have set, and those alerts can be sent to multiple levels within your environment. Key thing about our company is we may or may not need outside investment. We're sort of flying fast, and it is a very unique solution. We're a Microsoft red carpet partner, and we now have done business with several companies that are multi-billion. So it's a very unique technology and very exciting. Thank you.
Imagine for a moment that you can't walk and that you can't drive. How would all of you have gotten here today? Are you sure that that's accessible? Transportation is a huge obstacle for people with disabilities. The Kenguru is a solution. It's an all-electric vehicle that is made for people to drive from their wheelchairs without expensive van modifications, without difficult time-consuming transfers into a car. Autonomous vehicles are going to be great, but we still have to be able to get in them. There are 3.7 million people with disabilities that can drive in the US and Europe, but we have an 80% unemployment rate, and 80% report that public transportation is hard. Kenguru gets 25,000 hits on its website a month. We've been featured in Time Magazine, Oprah Magazine, and I presented to President Obama. We have a trademark and pending patents. We outsource our design and production. We distribute through industry experts. But no one is yet meeting this market demand. We were acquired by a company for $8 million worth of shares, who later filed Chapter 11 before bringing this product to market. Kenguru has a fresh start. Who's in?
So glad you came.
Thanks for inviting motocar to be part of the Texas Wireless Summit. We were formed based on a number of broken interactions with dealers over the years, and we're made up of senior technology leaders from multiple industries. We give every vehicle a unique voice, and we have dealer and shopper assets that make the buying and selling and location of vehicles a much richer experience. We know that there's a number of entrants in this space that have chosen to kind of disintermediate the dealer. One thing that we found in our research is we know that the dealer model, while broken, is still the preferred method to buy a car. So we've decided to equip them, the dealers, and the shoppers with the technology needed to transform the industry. We launched our beta a couple weeks ago, and by the end of the year, we'll be in over 100 participating dealers in the Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas markets. Thanks for your time, and look forward to talking with you more at the booth.
I'm Andrew Kearns from Radiosense. We saw some great presentations this morning about enabling technologies for automated vehicles. One of those, precise position, is exactly what we're working on at Radiosense. We're building a precise positioning system that's decimeter accurate and available in all weather conditions and even urban environments. We build this around our low-cost, software-defined GPS receiver, and we throw everything we have at the problem. Multiple antennas for spatial diversity, dense reference networks to accurately measure ionospheric delays, and we fuse in camera data for robustness in urban environments, jointly estimating our position using feature points in the environment and our GPS measurements, leading us to 10 centimeter accuracy everywhere, which we think will make automated vehicles happen and happen sooner.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. I'm Kristen Welch from Split, and Split is a ride-sharing app and service, but not what you might be thinking. We're B2B, we're corporate, we're university, we're hospitals, and we're focused on the daily commute, but also non-emergency medical transportation. Through our partnership with Lyft, we're going to help those 3.6 million people that are either late or miss their appointments altogether every year in the States alone. Also, our carpooling app helps people on the ground match up with their other employees in the organization, saving time, money, and promoting cross-cultural development in the organization. Our mission is to change the way people meet and the way they move, and to reduce congestion in our cities, and also to create equity in medical access, all while reducing CO2 emissions. Our marquee clients include, but are not limited to, Bosch, Honda R&D, whom we heard from this morning, and Magna. We track miles saved, rides taken, and also CO2 emissions reductions, and then we feed that back to the organization. That's the consultative aspect of the relationship with Split. We are completely B2B, not B2C. We have already launched with Fortune 500 companies, some of the marquee clients, and we've got other conversations going on worldwide. I encourage you and your organization to Split. Thanks.
So thank you to all the fantastic startups and of course to our judges. We now have a break where you'll have about 30 to 40 minutes to chat with the startups directly, ask them lots of hard questions, give them your cards, take their cards, and definitely engage with what's up and coming in the industry. Thanks everybody.
And remember, $5,000 is at stake. The leading startup will take away $5,000. We will announce the winner just before the end of the Texas Wireless Summit today.